Hi, I'm Mike. Today I'm going to be replacing some single glazed windows with some double glazed windows. There's many reasons why you would want to change your windows from single glazed to double glazed, and I'm going to be refitting them in the same wooden frames. I'm not a glazier. I'm actually used to be a sign maker and sign installer, but here we are. I'm not technically I'm working as a handyman at the moment, so let's just say that for now as my title. You can see above here I've already retrofitted some fluted double glazed windows. Obviously there's many reasons why you would do it. You've got heat, cold, noise, and your energy bills. So with that being that, let's get into it, and I'll show you a few things. Now I'm going to start on these two windows, and as we can see I've got a small window latch which is at the bottom of this one, so I'm just going to start by undoing that. So one of the first tools we're going to need is a deglazing tool. Now this is very good, but this one's a little bit worn out. You can see there it's a bit worn from a bit mistreatment from previous jobs. And a hammer, a solid hammer. So then we can start deglazing this, and I'll start with trying to get the latch off first. It turns out I've got another screw that I didn't see. Okay, so for the next step, I'm going to be able to put a suction cup onto the glass, which is just a cheap suction cup that I got from the local hardware store. So I'll chuck that on the glass, just give it a bit of a clean first, obviously, and then press down, and then I can make it lock on so that that'll hold it, and then I can start deglazing. So I finally got these screws out, which was a bit of a pain, and but then obviously the window is going to be able to open and shut while I'm trying to deglaze it. So I've put some temporary screws back in, and let's get into it. So this has been a lot harder than I was expecting with the glass breaking. Something that you'll notice with the around the frame, around the glass, and it's a tiny little, I'll see if I can point it out, there's a tiny little metal diamond shaped part that's holding this glass in place, and those are all the way around before they put the putty. So as I'm going and trying to remove the putty, I have to also try and the putty's very hard, I'll have to try and get these little metal things out as well in order to pull the glass out. So I was hoping it would all come out in one piece, but because the putty is so hard, I have to hit the putty extra hard to get the putty out, which has caused the old glass to fracture, which it's okay better. I'm going to use the reciprocating saw, which in America you would call a sawzall, and we're going to just take the trim back to where the square edge is around here. So it's not actually a trim in this house that's nailed or screwed or fixed on. It's actually machined from the shop. So let's give that a go. So as you can see, the reciprocating saw is taking off the bevel nicely, and you might be wondering why I'm using the reciprocating saw and not something else like a planer or chisels or something else. And literally because I just tried other things first already on other windows, and one of the reasons is this putty has a lot of silica and chalky stuff which bluntens blades fairly quickly, and you don't want to blunt your good planer blades, and the planer can't go into the internal corners nicely either, obviously. So with a good wood blade on the reciprocating saw, it comes off very quickly, and I don't have to worry about ruining, an expensive saw blade on some other sort of tool. So that was the best option for this. So the next tool I'm going to use is a multi-tool with a wood blade, which is the next cheapest blade that we want to use to just clean up the edges of the frame to get rid of all of the dried hard putty. And let's do it. Okay, so now that I've got rid of most of the putty, I'm going to use a planer, electric battery planer. So should just be able to take off a fraction of a millimeter. Okay, so for the next tool, I'm using a belt sander with a 40 grit sandpaper on it. And the reason, obviously, why we want to do this is it's faster than an orbital sander. Okay, for the final tool, we'll use our orbital sander just to get into the tight corners and try and get it all neat and tidy. So I've machined the inside of the window frame fairly straight and fairly smooth. And so I'm nearly ready to start fitting the glass. The glass, if you can see, is down here on the floor. I've pre-tinted it with some 3M night vision chrome, sort of chromish looking. On the other side it looks chrome from the outside tint. And then what I'm going to do is the window frame here is approximately 30 to 35 mil from memory. It's 30 mil, and the glass is double glazed glass, which is 4 mil panes, safety glass panes, which are sandwiched onto a frame, and they have argon gas in the middle so that it's good for thermal insulation. And so the glass, the thickness of the two of all combined with a 12 mil gap between the glass is 20 mil overall. And the window frames are 30 mil. So what we've got is some aluminium angle, and it's black to suit the theme that's going to be with this house, which will be black window frames and black architraves and skirting boards. So what we're doing is basically pre-drilling some holes with a countersinking drill bit. So as you can see, it's got some little countersinking part at the end of the drill bit there. This part spins so that it doesn't dig too deep. It's normally for doing decks and stuff like that for decking screws, but it's fine for this job. And so we've got to intermittently drill some holes in this aluminium angle and then fix it to inside the window frame, and so we can fit the glass in. So let's go to it. So something to know about cutting aluminium is that it can melt the aluminium onto the saw blade, and the carbide teeth will bond permanently to the aluminium, and it's almost impossible to get the aluminium off those carbide teeth. So whenever you're cutting aluminium, you should use some sort of a lubrication on the saw blade, and I find it just enough to every now and then to spray a little bit of spray onto the blade on one side. It's going to pretty much splatter and go everywhere anyway. Just keep that blade lubed so that the aluminium doesn't stick to the saw blade. Okay, so I have screwed the aluminium angle trim to the inside of the trim, and so now we're going to test whether the window fits, and hopefully the glass fits. Okay, so for this test, I'm hoping it will just fit and I won't get too many prickles from the cactus. I've just got a small hammer, which lightweight small hammer, which is good for doing fine working corners where you don't want to accidentally hit the glass and crack it. So I will try and put this glass in, hopefully it fits, and then I'll just be able to tap some little nails in, and that's it. Get up. So, bye. Hope you'll tune in for the next video tomorrow, where I will continue along and follow along my journey, trying to modernize this old house but still keep its old charm. And let me know in the comments if this is something that you would try for yourself. Thanks for watching.